Oh, hi, Mark. How you doing, Ben? You want to join the chat? Like a voice call? I'm pretty quiet because I have really nothing to say. Like I could explain a lot of this, but without a question to prompt, uh, I don't really know where to start. My levels. My levels are showing I'm -20. Hey, how you doing, Kia? Yeah, Ben, if you want to join the call and like start prompting with questions, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. All right. So you're Ben. You're gonna want to mute the stream. I heard something.
It is I,
Yay!
Ben.
How you doing, Ben? Oh, you're doing all right.
Hi.
Hi. It has been a while.
Just finished up playing at least.
You're cutting in and out. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cause you keep cutting in and out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can actually hear you really good cause these new headphones.
Oh, all right.
And there's no echo on your end now.
Because I'm actually like right up against the mic.
Like I am.
Yeah. Took me long enough to figure this out.
It took me a while too.
The only thing I really have to do is get like an arm for this mic, and then I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, Kia. That's weird that you're able to connect now. All right. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the tuners, slotting them in, which you can tell the direction because uh, whichever whichever one is on top, like these are for the top side of the neck, so that lines up like that. If it's on top, facing to the right when you're looking at the back, then it's for the like one of the side, and if it's the other way, it's that way. That's cool. Uh, well, um, you're here. Uh, and how I'm lining them up is I'm using a ruler, and this is a ruler I've had for like 12 or so years. It's all bendy. It's called a flex ruler.
It
I,
is.
I got it because it's blue.
Also, I think you have to lower the gate on Discord.
The gate. Let's see about this gate. Voice and video. Um, input sensitivity shouldn't affect you. It should only affect
It,
my input.
I think it does, uh, except from your end, but it's not quite.
Okay, because
I
I just turned it to 0. Um,
yeah.
or I turned it to negative 100. I don't know if that makes it
It's,
harder or easier.
uh, the left
Yeah. Did you say something?
through Discord.
What?
Input sensitivity, you probably want it on like midway. If that's too high of 30,
All right. Well, I don't know if the inputs if the negative like if it's
sorry,
like right now it's at negative 50. I don't know if if I go to negative 40 if it's easier for you to talk or if it's harder.
for me to talk without the stream on.
Well,
Because the stream is capturing you fine. It's just Discord.
that's weird. Cause like
Yeah.
you keep cutting in and out, but apparently I'm fine for you.
Am I cutting out?
Yes, a lot.
Uh, I mean, are my levels a little bit? I have to get.
Because it could also be voice meter.
Oh,
You could have your gate too high on there.
I don't use voice meter anymore.
Well, maybe start maybe use it only
Okay,
for the
this should
mic.
fix it.
All right.
But there's a lot of other like that I found out.
There's a lot of other what?
Fix it.
It apparently didn't fix it because you're still cutting out.
No, I'm still. Hmm.
Uh, yeah,
I'm at negative 60, and from looking at my levels, I'm fine.
I still don't know which way makes it easier for sound to get through.
Fine.
Because I would assume
Hmm.
turning it to 0 would make it easier, but that could just cut you off completely.
Uh.
Yeah, I'm lining up the ruler and
Yes. No.
prepping.
Maybe so.
Huh?
This through voice meter
What?
because you don't need to put a gate. And for me,
I still don't know what you're saying. You're cutting out a lot.
in voice meter,
Yes. What about invoice meter?
you don't. Okay. Do you have a gate on my voice?
No, I have no additional processing on incoming stuff or desktop. In fact, before I even started the stream, I turned my gate and compression to 0, so as much sound as possible could pass through when I'm away from the mic.
I'm gonna try reset. Any better?
Uh, it was there. Keep talking.
Uh,
You
going
got
pretty good. I'm doing pretty good.
you got gated to nothing there.
Oh, gee.
Cause I heard
My.
this is what I heard. Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, like when you were saying all right, it was like all to nothing.
That is weird.
Could also be one of our connections because I am streaming.
You be that because my connection seems fine.
And it's saying my connection's fine too, full bars. And I'm currently alone, so nobody else is using the internet.
True. It could be through voice meter that's doing this.
I doubt it. It's never done it before.
Hmm.
At least not my end. God damn it! Just dropped a screw.
Oh no, poor screw.
That's right. I see it on the floor. Which class is it in FF14 that tanks the floor? Is that Dragoon? Everything after your inhale was lost.
Man, I haven't actually touched Final Fantasy 14 in a while though. But
I don't know what the fuck is going on. You keep cutting out like crazy.
no, I don't think it's activity on Discord, and I'm fine.
Okay, I'm gonna put my
Fine.
I'm gonna put my input and output devices like to something other than what they are. Because there's my mic as the input.
Okay.
And output it should be speakers Logitech. Try talking.
You've got to get you.
Okay, apparently that was the wrong one. I put it back to default, but
Oh.
but here we are. 4 tuners on. And they're actually straight. They're actually straight this time.
What were they crooked before?
Very crooked because I didn't measure them right, or I didn't line them up on a straight edge.
Experience.
Yeah. Plus, what's nice is since I painted this again, you can see that the holes where the screws were are kind of covered over.
Yeah. It also looks smoother, by the way.
It is. Instead of using stain again, I use lacquer paint and a clear
Good.
So I didn't use a primer, so you can still see the grain, but it's lacquer with a pretty strong top coat.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it looked lumpy bumpy before.
it was either 8 o'clock yesterday or in 4 hours that this finish will be completely set.
Okay.
But what's nice is on the can it even tells you that it dries in 15 minutes to touch, dries in an hour to handle, and it'll be completely set in 48 hours.
Yes, I wish more paints did that.
So do I, because that stain, I had no fucking idea.
Stain is kind of weird though, because once you set it, you kind of sit and wait for hours and hours on rest.
It's also different depending on the kind of stain. I used oil, which takes infinitely longer.
That it does, because it has to set more into the wood.
And just drying time.
It's not that it just dries, it has to set inside the wood.
Yeah, like water evaporates quickly. Oil does not.
Exactly. Yeah. Although you get a little bit from an oil stain.
But Yeah, I went from, well, the oil stain took 12 hours per coat of just the stain. Um, then, oh, I forgot to put the furls in there. Um, the stain took 12 hours per coat, and then the varnish took 24 hours to dry. Then it took an additional like 3 days for it to set into a polyurethane.
Okay.
And that's why it
So it
yellowed.
still took a while, but
That's why it
it's
yellowed.
not that bad.
But that's why it yellowed really quickly, because I saw the 24 hours and was like, "Oh, it's dry. Why the fuck is it tacky?" And when it was tacky, it was absorbing the oils from my skin. That's why it instantly yellowed.
Okay.
Because normally polyurethane is extremely difficult to get through.
Yeah.
In fact, to get the body sanded flat, I spent about 4 hours, 4 to 6 hours the first day, like a Monday, just sanding with 80 grit paper. Oh yeah, and Kia, I would agree with you partially about being in tech support having its advantages. Sadly, I do not like being in tech support. That's why I switched my major to electrical engineering.
See, that's the one that's more hands-on.
Well, there's two. There's electrical engineering and electrical engineering technology. I'm going for technology.
Okay, so you're more of like an IT kind of deal?
Nope. It's
No?
it's still really hands-on. Uh, but it's different kind. It's a different kind. Like electrical engineering, I want to say is like qualifying you to be like working on the power grid or some shit.
Okay.
But electrical engineering technology is to be like say you work in a factory, you could fix the machines,
Yeah.
or in my case, make consumer electronics.
Hmm. I mean, then the difference is more big scale and small scale.
Pretty much. But I'd also have to look again at what EE does, because I can't remember exactly, because it didn't interest me.
Yeah.
It didn't interest me at all, so it all just left my brain. And if I was IT, I'd have to go through the networking class and the cybersecurity class.
Didn't you try a networking class?
Last semester was NETI 105 and CSIA 105 or 115,
Hmm.
which that's cybersecurity and network fundamentals. Those sucked, and not because they weren't good, but because everybody seemed to learn faster than me, to the point where when the final came up, I just didn't show up to the hands-on part because I didn't know how the fuck to do it.
Yeah. That actually kind of reminds me. I had a friend back in high school who took networking through our technical school. He had no idea what he was doing and somehow still managed to get certified.
Yeah, you can do that
I
too.
don't know.
You don't know
They
what?
also had Hmm?
You
Oh,
don't.
I said I don't know how he did it.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't have a clue.
How much?
Because like that class is a lot of hands-on.
It really is. In
Um,
fact, I think what they was it was like a statewide tournament. Everybody on their team cheated, and only half of them
only
got caught. Get certified.
wow. This cutout is amazing.
Is it that bad?
Yes, it's very bad. It cuts out half or more of your sentence. The only adjustment
I'm
I
still
have,
looking.
the only adjustment I have on desktop audio is a plus 6 dB boost.
Hmm. Well, something is looking for something cutting it. Because it sounds like whenever I get loud, it cuts out. That or whenever I get too quiet. So it sounds like there's a gate over Discord.
It sounds like a compressor issue then.
Potentially. I don't think it's on my end, though.
Uh, in Windows, in the Windows sound settings, there is a thing for compression.
But I did a stream just earlier,
I know, but
an hour ago.
I
So,
know that it's not consistent.
hmm.
Like the compressor isn't. And you're fine,
I'm
Kia.
not sure.
You're fine, Kia, as long as you're enjoying the stream, or as long as I can be like background noise.
Okay.
Huh?
Run guy. In background. What if I just get real close to the mic at all?
Eat that mic.
Hmm?
I said eat that mic. Eat it like it's cereal.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat that. I'm
You
probably
you faded out.
right up against it.
You
I
faded
fade
out
out
and
again.
you faded out and stayed out for a good 2 or 3 seconds.
Actually, pretty funny though. It is
When you
I, a ghost.
honestly, when you were using voice meter, it sounded better.
I haven't used voice meter in forever.
Well, you stopped using it between like when we stopped recording. You redid stuff and stopped using it. So we haven't done
I
a
haven't used it in a
session.
good like 2 or 3 months. Like before yeah, I haven't used it since before I got this new mic.
Weird.
Yeah. And there
Uh,
shouldn't be any audio issues with this mic. Again, Discord seems to be capturing everything properly.
and I'm using basically the same mic you are.
I'm actually almost certain that you are.
Did you get the ice version?
Yes.
Yeah, we're the
The
same
one
mic.
where they just remove the switch on the back and put a little thing inside.
Yeah, it's the same mic.
It is the same mic.
Because I also got the ice because it was like $20 cheaper.
Yeah. I don't know why. Again, all they did was remove this
Full set of
and they plugged
headphones.
up the hole. Ooh.
Well, there's also the thing. There's also the thing of the other half. Well, like the other two functions aren't there.
Yeah,
So there's
that's what I'm talking about.
uh, so it's like the same casing, but because the other two functions aren't there, they just plug it with a little badge.
I pulled that out once and I was just like curious what was back there. But yeah,
It's a
it's
hole.
the same
It's a hole. So
with
you
a
can
plug.
it's a hole so you can put a switch in there that switches it from cardioid, supercardioid, and omnidirectional.
Hmm. But this one don't need that.
Nope, it's just cardioid.
Yep. Sounds
So
good.
so
That's a positive.
I'm getting the easy stuff out of the way first. Because this little piece of wood that's going to be used for a shim is a pain in the dick. So I have to get it to very precise, like a very precise size. And when you get down that far, it gets super flimsy.
Okay.
Okay, there's those four. Ah, fuck. So
Oh no, you dropped it.
to be entirely honest, I don't know the function of these these springs, because you put them in here, then you put
Yeah.
then you put this pick guard on top, then you put screws down in, and the screws go into
I assume
holes.
it's just for tension.
You would think so, but the screws fit into the uh, the pickup screw holes and just bring them up and down.
I'm not
Like
sure.
I guess the one thing I use them for is like when I want to take the pickups out of the guard. It's like
Hmm.
it'd be like I unscrew it until I see them drop because the spring will push them all the way down.
Hmm.
But other than that, I've not really found a function for them.
The only thing I can think of is tension.
Yeah. Benefit of pickups being magnets is you just stick the screws to them.
Who needs a magnetic ball? Just put them right on the pickup.
Well, too big of a surface, or if you put another magnetic thing next to it, like right on it, you'll eventually degauss them.
Yeah.
And they normally do that on their own, but it's a very slow process.
Yeah, so Kia says that it helps keep things stable. That makes
Okay,
sense.
yeah, that makes sense. Although with this guard, it doesn't matter because these are fit to like exactly around the pickups.
Yeah.
So it's actually bad to have them move around in this because it actually just fucks them up.
Well, I can imagine.
I need this screwdriver.
Screwdriver.
So after if I finish this setup before Nick streams, which Ben you don't know Nick, but he's a cool guy.
I do not.
He streams at 8. So if he or if I'm not or if I, yeah, if I'm done with this before he starts streaming, I installed a game earlier that I haven't played in years and it's been updated like crazy.
Oh no.
So
What
I'm
is this game?
Game Dev Tycoon.
You guys, yeah, I haven't played that in a while either. I have played that before.
I had an illegitimate
Is it
cop. I had an
still being updated?
uh it's more updated than the last time I played it, which was like 5
Hmm.
years ago. But I had an illegitimate copy, and then I lost the illegitimate copy, and I had $10. So I was like, might as well buy it. I played and beat it, so I might as well give them the money for it.
True.
And yeah, it's not the best game or my favorite game, but I beat it and I liked it, so I'm going to pay them for it.
It's a game.
Huh? It's called hardcore dying.
Like nothing about it really bothers you.
About the game?
A game dev type. It really bothers you. It's okay.
Yeah, it's basically a copy of another game.
Yeah.
I think it's called Game Dev Story.
Yeah.
Uh, at least that's what people have said. I've never even seen that yet. So I don't know how truthful that is, but it's still good.
Couldn't say.
It honestly brings back a lot of nostalgia.
Yeah.
Cause like, oh man, I remember the Super Nintendo. Oh fuck, the PlayStation. Oh, the PlayStation.
Oh wow.
PlayStation came back after the deal with Nintendo fell through. Sweet. And it's like, oh, I remember this era. It's shovelware era. It's like it's like Atari. You know that meme of the dad coming in with the belt, like that image,
Wait. No. Wait.
like gonna beat the kid, and it's like a Atari is the dad, and the belt is trash, like just terrible
Yeah.
games, and the kid is the game industry. Time for shovelware.
Shovelware.
Although it's funny because the game doesn't even start you with the option to have Atari. You start with PC or Commodore 64.
Oh no.
And eventually Commodore 64 gets out of business because they go out of business.
Phone too.
Huh?
I think of that game. Game Dev Tycoon. I think that might be where I last played it.
Played what?
And I mean, there weren't many controls to it.
No, it's just click.
Yeah, it's just pointing. Sometimes you have to type something in,
Yeah, like a game
like the
title.
name of the game. Yeah, game title.
This is actually kind of nice because now that this is all finished over, I have to like redo the holes for the pick guard. That's
Hmm.
nice. That's nice because the first time I did it, they were not straight.
Okay. Bundle's doing a web design bundle.
Nice.
Isn't that neat?
Which I officially have no money. Period.
Oh no. How do you have no money?
Because when the video card started fucking up, I had to take out the money from the bank account and close it,
Right, right.
and then the rest of that money,
Ugh.
I spent on paint for this, a few games, new headphones, because
Yeah.
honestly, the new headphones need replaced. Period. Because they were falling apart. They were
Mine
held.
need to be replaced with tape.
Mine were held together by tape. It was to the point where I
I'm using
couldn't.
now.
Huh?
Yeah. Where they just didn't sit right on your head.
Yeah, the left ear cup was loose. Uh, but now that I have these, I can actually take those and try and salvage them by either melting the plastic back together um, or it could like super glue it, something like that.
Mm. See, I don't have even like a heat gun to do things like that.
I was gonna use a lighter.
Yeah, you can use a lighter. That's true. Lighters aren't like a buck or two, depending where you go.
I also just have one.
True.
It's cool. It lights up with LEDs.
Plays music.
Kind of. It's not a Zippo or anything, but it's like a cheap Zippo knockoff.
Oh.
All right, most of the easy stuff is done.
Levi, have you been out anywhere? Seen Charlie or anything?
What?
Have you been out here?
Yeah,
Did you get the trash can or no?
I forgot to get the trash can, and mail, but I've been out. Yeah.
Is it time for a break?
No.
Oh, alright.
Well, actually, probably yeah. I gotta do that stuff.
No problem.
So I was supposed to do it earlier.
Right now, I'm just working on project ideas. Uh, uh, Trying to come up with some cool stuff. One thing that's pretty playing through all of the Final Fantasy games in sequential order.
Nice. I basically refuse to play anything older than 4.
I mean, I'm playing like ports and remakes are totally allowed as long as they stay true to the story. So I'm playing Dawn of Souls, which is 1 and 2. Then the 3DS port of Final Fantasy 3. Not 3DS, DS port of 3. I actually own that game too. It's not bad. Just it suffers from because it's being run on a potato. The other wanted to do a discussion stream, but I'm trying to figure out the gimmick for it. Lynn?
So I think I got one of the wrong screws.
Oh no.
So I need 3 of these small ones to fit this. Fuck it, I'll just use 2.
I mean, do you need 3?
No, it's a non-critical part. It just looks nicer with 3.
Okay. Hmm.
Wonder what the delay is on this stream.
I think I checked it. Check right now. And
Oh, it's 4 seconds. Nice.
count. Okay, it's about.
I was showing like 82 seconds.
It's not bad. Wait, what?
I was showing like 82 seconds because it hadn't. Or I've been on this page since before I started the stream, so it kind of messes up when you do that.
Yeah. I was unmuting the I was unmuting on my hand.
You could also go to the gear, like when you highlight the page, you can go to the gear, advanced, show video stats. I'm going to show you resolution, frame rate, skipped frames, buffer size, latency, playback rate, memory usage.
You know, I didn't know that.
Back-end version.
I legitimately didn't know that.
It's how I monitor when I have like issues watching.
Stuff about like trying to get a stable stream. I've gotten really close to it. I think the most drop frames that I've had in the last like handful of streams is 0.03. Not 0.03, but 0.3.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Joe, I found the screw.
Hooray!
Felt like that one was a little weird. There. Now it looks like the guitar is wearing a suit.
Got itself a white tux.
Yeah. They're all pretty. But yeah, I'm gonna take a quick.
Fancy.
I'm gonna take a quick break to do the to do that stuff.
That stuff.
So I'll be back in a couple minutes.
It's looking good so far, though.
Yeah, be back in a couple minutes.
See you then.
All right, I'm back.
Hello.
Hey. All right, so easy stuff is done. Oh, except for the inlay. So I'll set this off to the side and get the. Should I get wood glue or super glue?
Wood glue is going to expand.
It's this is also on like the inlay hole is painted over,
Well, are you going?
and the inlay is plastic. What?
Are you going to be sanding it all or no?
No, it's done.
It's done, then you super glue.
All right.
Because if found what's going to come out, and a little bit will come out usually.
Actually
I'd
need,
stay away from wood glue.
I actually need super glue anyway. So I'll be back in a second again.
No problem. Hmm.
I have returned. 1 second, I don't have my headphones on yet.
Now I have the AC on, so it's a little loud.
There, they're on now.
Okay, I have the AC on, so it's a little loud on my end.
I don't hear a thing.
Oh, great.
You're clearer though.
That works for me.
All right. So
Yeah, Kia also says super glue.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I got this nifty Loctite.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do is put like, well, this cavity is kind of big, so I'm gonna put like a hole or a dab there, in the middle, and like down here. So it's like in a diagonal line. But
Okay.
like a drop each time. Then I'm gonna put the inlay in and compress it. Here's one little dab. One little dab. Two little dabs. Three little dabs. Since this area is also big, I'm going to put a fourth right there. That's
And
getting...
while you're doing that, I'm gonna be trying to figure out how to
Oop,
relay.
there your voice goes again.
Hooray!
Yay.
I love it when that happens.
Yay. Yeah, the top seems fine. The bottom needs...
That's my favorite.
Oh, my favorite.
Oh.
Yeah, the top seems fine. The bottom needs compressed like hell, though.
It's still compressed from the center.
Hmm?
Get it nice and tight. And then you want to keep that on there for at least like maybe a couple minutes. Get it nice and solid. At most, it may take like 10 to 15 minutes.
Warning. Bond skin in seconds. Irritant.
That is
See back
correct.
panel.
What, have you not gotten super glue on your hand before?
Tons of times.
I've super glued my hand to my chair before.
G fucking
I feel like
G.
that was the worst.
That sounds like the worst, because then you gotta peel it off.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Or you just wait till you sweat a little bit because it gets warm, and then it starts to ease up a little.
Yeah,
Full of salt.
this doesn't say anything for skin, but it says for eye contact, flush with water for 15 minutes, call physician.
Oh no, there's super glue in my eye.
For skin
That
contact,
sounds awful.
For skin contact or if spilled on clothes, flush with large quantities of water. Keep out of reach of children. No shit.
I'm sorry, I still can't just get that out of my mind of having your fingers.
So, by the look of it, I'm
GBA a 4:3?
Huh?
A GBA, is that a 4:3 ratio?
GBA.
Something
Weird. You
weird.
mean Game Boy Advance?
Or is it 3x2?
The Game Boy Advanced is 160 by 144, I think.
Or is it 240?
I know it's the same resolution as DS Gen 1.
Is it? I thought the DS was a little weirder.
Nope. GBA resolution. GBA resolution is
See.
240
Found it, never
by
mind.
160. That's a 3x2.
Yeah, 2x.
Yeah, it's the 160 by 144 is the Game Boy, and Game Boy
Yeah.
Color. Okay,
Yeah,
Kia
yeah.
says worst is super gluing two fingers together and having to go to the ER to have them separated. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Although the worst
Before, but never that bad.
joint I've ever heard of was my uncle was using a nail gun.
Already sounds bad.
One
So
second.
he.
Today's Tuesday. Just in case I'm not here Monday, I need you to get up. I need you to take this the best deal home furnishing.
Trying to find someone to
And then
arrest that.
Hold on.
used to be Hills and something else now. In that plaza right there
On 31
on
or Dixon.
the fountain
Okay.
where Hills used to be. Remember where Hills used to be and it's something else now? You know where the Kroger's is right there? McDonald's on the corner. The Burger King.
Is that by
Doing that.
is that by Applebee's?
No.
Or no, that's Southway. That's Southway I'm thinking of.
Southway, and you turn on the fountain.
The Fountain is the road you use to get to Lowe's, correct?
Lowe's is that right over there. Like this is Southway,
Yeah, Southway.
across 31.
Alright, I'm gonna go turn off the AC. I'll be right back.
Walgreens, and the gas station.
Yeah.
Turn right. You
Alright,
go
all
there,
good.
and the plaza is right in there. Your dad always gets his tools.
I think the worst I've done with super glue is super gluing my fingers together. Like, not two fingers, but like the webbing in between your fingers all the way down. I don't remember how I managed that.
Here's where Hills used to be.
Okay.
And the plaza goes like this. And here's King.
It wasn't fun, but
Where the bank blew up over the tornado. Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, it's in this plaza right here.
Okay.
It's called Best Deal Home Furniture.
Okay.
You take this Monday, if I'm not here, and they'll set it up for Thursday to deliver my couch.
All right. But what I was gonna say is the worst bonding I've ever heard of is my uncle was using a nail gun. I can't remember what he was working on, but he needed like several nails in a row. He wasn't paying full attention. Straight through the first knuckle, and two fingers.
God.
So you'll see it on the capture a little bit late, but he had his fingers together like this. It went through the first one, then through the second one, and you can see it sticking out both ends. His fingers still work fine. They're a little stiff in that knuckle, but they work fine now. He went to the ER and they just took it out and gave him like a tetanus shot.
I mean, okay, the tetanus shot makes sense, but that just sounds painful.
Oh,
Having
yeah.
anything pierce through your bone sounds awful.
Well, the The thing about that kind of trauma is you don't feel it at first.
Yeah. And then it hits you all at once. It's like a buildup of pain.
Well, he was trying to like open his hand to let go of the piece, and he realized his first two fingers weren't separating.
It's like, huh? Oh. Uh, hmm.
All right, so the rest of these little bits here are strap pegs and the bolts for the back of the neck.
Okay.
To be put onto the body. That'll be taken care of later. What I have to do now is, with this ruler, I have to make this piece of wood taper from 1.5 millimeters to 1/4 of a millimeter. Fuck. Not only do I have to do that, I have to make sure it tapers evenly on both sides.
Okay.
For reference, this used to be like 1/4 inch thick.
Sanding.
Yep. I was going to use a different. I was going to use a different one for the shim that was just going to be on the back, but right as I was getting to about the right thickness, it just snapped in half. Just because it was too weak.
I mean, the only thing I'll say, can't go completely even. You
Huh?
put it on a flat surface.
I didn't catch half of that.
I'm sorry. You can't expect it to be absolutely throughout. Just get as close as you can.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Let's do a first measure.
Maybe put the sander rather than. I'm sorry. The wood on the sandpaper. I'm fucking this up now. Put the wood on the
I'll be doing it
table,
like
then
this.
sand it.
Yeah. The problem is this thing is super light, so it just move around.
True.
Currently, this is about 1.5 mil to 1 mil. So it's that'd be a 1/2 degree, roundabout. But actually, that's not even where it needs to be, because if I put it in the neck pocket here, it hangs over a little bit. So it needs to be shorter and thinner.
Shorter isn't a big deal.
It's a little bit of
Down.
a deal. It's a little bit of a deal. It could split in any second.
True. How coarse is the paper?
80.
Because if it's too coarse, that could also be a problem. You gotta have a really fine paper for small things.
Fine paper also takes infinitely longer.
That it does, but
And
it's better to get it right the first time.
Currently in my room, I have 80 and 400. That's pretty wide variance. Like 80 is for removing material and a finish. 400 is finishing. Like 400 is to make sure what you're sanding is smooth. At least the first step to it. But also what I can do is just take this on my marked end and just run it back and forth. but that also takes long. This is also pine, which means I don't have to have a serrated blade to cut it.
True, you could just cut it.
I have my pocket knife out now, cutting it. At least I'm doing the.
Oh, like
Huh?
fine tooth, a very small, like fine.
I do have a fine saw blade
That could help. Slow.
for the coping saw, and the reason it's not attached to the coping saw is because one of the sides broke. So this is now a handsaw.
Now it's a very, very tiny handsaw.
It's for extremely fine details.
So then you just put it on the sandpaper, probably.
Did I say bandsaw?
I don't think you did. I think you
'Cause
said
I-
handsaw. Or
Okay,
no, I said handsaw.
Alright, because I meant to say coping saw.
Maybe you
Because
said.
currently on the coping saw,
I'm tired.
is an all wood blade, where it has these
Yeah.
these steep things for the hardwood, and then in between them is very very small ones for softwood. And we're not even to the fun part where I have to set the fucker up.
True.
This has to come first. I gotta use my feeler gauges again.
Don't you just wish there
Don't I just wish what?
that there was an easier way to put it?
You're cutting out every few words, man.
No idea what to tell you. I'm before.
Oh, that sucks, Kia. Do you see what they said? The two fingers glued together are the first and ring finger with the middle stuck above it.
Ah. Everyone off.
Whole length of the finger and the skin between them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll need an ER visit.
Oh, that. I don't actually know. Like, I'm trying to put those two fingers. Takes effort.
What?
Like, mangled it. I put my two fingers together to kind of see how it's. I don't know how you manage that.
Well, they were holding the bottle and it broke, so he's probably holding it.
No, I know, but you're. It's in ring finger.
Make it happen. You don't know how they were holding it.
True.
All right. Nope, not deep enough as a not deep enough of a start. All right. I was kind of hoping Ghost would show up because I think he was saying he was interested in this. But
Who was gonna show
Ghost,
up?
Ghost, one of the guys from Nick's stream.
Okay.
But I think he said he was interested in this, but it's like 9 or now it's like 11 p.m. for him or some shit. Because he's in Norway.
Further.
Huh? Did we DC?
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
I think we're good.
Yeah, whatever the fuck is going on, that has to be resolved before we record again.
I'm blaming this
Blaming this what?
voice meter. Who knows?
I don't know how you could blame voice meter when there's literally nothing I'm doing on my side.
Figure out because I just got off of everything was fine. Cutting
What does your input thing say?
my output for Discord.
Input.
Um, ball. Am I on default?
That's weird. It could be trying to pick up a different microphone.
I don't think so.
Set it to microphone blue snowball. See what that does.
That's what I was saying before. The input is snowball. The output is on default. Could be. That's why I don't think it's me. I'm running with didn't update, then a rollback.
Yeah, that's right. Kia Ben is running Windows 10, and he did recent updates that fucked up his audio setup. So he had to do
That
a
it did.
rollback.
Calls since then. Like,
Convenient that you have tech support in the chat.
I do. Hello, Kia. How do I build this shelf?
He's not. I don't think Kia's in Sweden.
There's an Allen key. Oh.
I think Elon Musk shops at IKEA. Otherwise,
who-
where would he get the idea for the name of his company? Boring. Although that's pronounced more like boring because of the umlaut.
I keep talking and see activity. It's not looking like there's any. All while I'm talking
Okay,
on my end.
go into audio and check the settings to make sure the mic is allowed full permissions.
Uh, so, real quick, gonna go to recording devices. Yeah, allow application control, get exclusive mode applications priority.
Let me guess, it was France that had that problem. Wasn't it Kia?
I'm
Because he apparently he is.
gonna set it to listen to this device and doing it on my end.
Apparently, Franz is the king of tech issues.
Wait.
Hmm?
Is in.
You're cutting out a lot more now.
Am I? Well, I mean, there.
Yeah, I knew it was Franz.
There. I have it on. So it's like trying to talk over myself. All sounds fine.
It doesn't sound fine on my end. Like the quality is fine, but you keep cutting out badly.
I don't think it's me then.
You want to try and restart the call with you calling?
Or it's on your end.
Let's restart the call with you calling.
Okay.
I don't know if this is
Gonna.
I don't know if this will actually change anything, but I'm hoping it. I'm hoping the host is whoever calls,
Yeah.
so that it's
I
more
mean, I've
on.
got a pretty good connection, but what to say?
It's still
Said I'm
happening.
good on mine. Yeah, everything on my end says
See,
it's fine.
yeah, and Key is saying it sounds like it's trying to grab both audio inputs at the same time.
Going. Yeah.
What?
Hmm. Well, I did my part.
And I haven't changed a goddamn thing about mine. Like my setup has been the same for almost a year now.
I have no. I did a rollback because Mike wasn't picking up it. It was the most annoying thing in the world.
I want to try some.
Reinstall Windows.
I want to try something.
Sure.
Switch back to the iToy mic.
I mean, using my external mic right now. It's not going for internal connected.
What?
Hmm. So I want to double check something. I got remember how many? I think it was 2. Is it 2?
To
If
what?
it is, I don't. Uh, after today's stream, I think I got 2 more followers. I could be wrong. Yep. Trying.
I don't know how many followers I have.
I think
Probably not many.
it's not many. I'm at 32. So I'm getting there. I think you need 50.
I was talking about how many followers I have. I have no idea how many I have.
And now you have 7.
I'm following 84.
$84, yes. Hey, I see me. And of course, you're following Probate.
Of course.
I just like seeing what that guy does.
I don't even follow him, or I don't even really catch his streams because he streams
I
when
don't.
he
Does he
streams.
stream?
He does, but he streams when other people stream, and I like to watch them more.
Like, this is a man who's dropped like hundreds upon hundreds of thousands.
I don't know what the fuck he does.
So,
I don't know what he
funny.
does. I know he freaked the fuck out of Maximilian Dude by dropping
For just
10
a couple
grand.
streams, he's dropped way more on TFS. I think one night I think it was 80,000.
Well, I mean, in a single donation, he donated.
You can't donate a single donation. You also can't have more than a certain amount of bits at any given time.
You absolutely can donate 10 grand in one donation because he did it. And
Yeah, no,
and
I'm
it
saying
showed up
you
on
can do a
screen.
10, but you can't do more than that.
Oh, whatever.
You also can only have so many bits on your account at once.
Probably also 10
During
grand.
one of dropped $80,000 all at once.
He's
That
the
was
only
fun.
he's the only person I know of that has the 1.25 billion bit badge.
Yes. I think he.
What?
I said if you
I can't make out.
money
I
for
can't make.
nothing.
I can't make out a single sentence.
Um, I,
Yeah,
I still have no idea what to tell you about what I can.
Key is saying it's trying to grab your external mic and internal audio at the same time.
Except it's not picking up. Yeah. This is
I
just
don't.
Discord, and it's like,
And I don't fuck around with Windows sound more than I have to, so I have no idea
yeah,
how to fix it.
stuff is very basic. I
Like
don't know what's up then.
I switched to voice meter specifically because I hate Windows sound.
I mean, I hate Windows sound, but voice meter. Whenever you have to do voice meter, then physically disconnect it. You can't just unplug something, otherwise it crashes your audio drivers.
I know. I've done it before.
I, I mean, I know how to do it, but again, it crashes your audio drivers. Um, you can just do a reset, which I found out. But still, it's a temporary crash.
But one thing I do want to try is you switching back to the iToy. See what that does.
If you want to try that, okay. Give me a minute.
Well,
It's gonna sound.
I know, but
I'm not using voice meter.
in tech support, you do every permutation possible to find the solution,
Okay, hang on.
including switching out known good hardware with other known good hardware.
Are you ready?
It's still cutting out like crazy.
I haven't switched yet.
Oh, then yeah, I'm ready. Kia, the I'm not gonna dispute that the mic's good, but I also didn't have compression or a gate turned on. Now I have my gate set to 1. Let's see how it goes. And it goes up. The gate goes up to 10. Let's see if this picks up still.
Okay.
Remember, you got to swallow the mic.
Okay, Mike.
Okay, that is
How's-
definitely a compression
This-
issue.
Is it?
Yes, I've
Is
heard.
it coming through normally now?
Keep talking.
I'm gonna keep talking and saying things, even though I'm not really sure what you expect me to say. Just
It's mostly
saying
going,
things and stuff.
It's mostly going through fine.
Hmm?
Yeah. Yes.
So there's no issues. All right.
You're peeking the fuck out of my meter. So I'm gonna knock you down a bit. So.
I could also just move away from it. All right. Then we now have to figure out the rest of the issue.
Something is compressing your mic like crazy. Mostly stomping, because it seems to be whenever you go up in volume, it pops it down to 0. I know that. I know.
What do you mean by that? I'm not moving when I use this mic.
I'm not talking about physically moving, but I mean when your volume goes up, like when you speak louder, it's clamping down too hard. I know that because I watch Video Games on YouTube, and that's also Maximilian Dude on Twitch. Their old mic setup had an aggressive compressor on it, so whenever someone did a really loud pop off, you would hear nothing. But when they were talking normally, it was fine. Yeah, Kia, how's the sanding sound now? And the mic is this far away.
See, I'm still not 100% on that.
I think my latency is messing up again. There. Yeah, I was like a minute behind. I'm confident that it's Discord doing it, and we just don't know how to mess with it.
I'm still looking at Discord, and I wasn't seeing anything before about it dropping off.
It could also be the internal compressor on the mic, because I think some do come with a compressor on board.
No, that's what I'm saying, though. I'm not sure about that. Because Discord was still showing that there was audio activity going, even while it was cutting out for you. That's why I'm really not sure what's going on. It looks fine. Every part of it looks fine on my end. Now switching back to the other mic. I mean,
exactly
what I'm going to try doing? Hang on.
Kia is exactly right. Yeah, it's kind of like Microsoft. You know what it is and what it's doing, but no clue how to fix it.
Yeah.
Although
distance myself a bit from the mic.
Although the difference with Microsoft is how to fix it is change management.
For right now, I'm a good 2 feet away from the mic if there's any problems. then I don't know if it's the compressor, because this should be a lot quieter.
Keep talking.
There's nothing making direct audio contact. This has to be a new problem within the last, like, half an hour, though. Because, again, I just got done with streaming, and nobody mentioned anything about the mic cutting out.
I agree.
And I was
Kia.
right up against the mic.
I agree, Kia. This is the best it's been so far.
Yeah.
Not for quality, but for getting words through.
Alright, well, what if I get back up and close with it?
It's the same. It just sounds a little better.
Yeah, it sounds a little better. I'm wondering if it's going to cut out. Because what it could have been, maybe there was a disconnect between Discord and the showing what was actually going through, but not actually going through.
Okay, it dropped a couple words in there, but most of it was still fine.
But it still dropped words, right?
A couple. Before, it was dropping like entire sentences.
Yeah, the only thing I can see is that there was some sort of a connection issue between the mic and Discord that it wasn't showing me.
Okay, now switch back to the snowball and see what happens.
This is the snowball.
Oh,
Yeah.
well then.
I
Look at me. With egg on my
switched back
face.
a couple minutes ago.
Look at me with egg on my face. Just go.
Whoops. No, this is me about like 2 feet away from the mic.
Yeah, at that point, just gain it up. It's gonna be echoey, but you can get the volume back.
I want to remove the echo entirely.
I understand, but it sounds. I can actually hear what you're saying.
True. Other issue could be like
Okay, it's coming. The issue's coming back.
and the
All
right distance.
And I don't know why you're having this issue because I'm right up on this mic.
That's why I'm really confused about it too. It's the same mic. We have system, so it's not a hardware issue. So it's not
your system,
hardware.
Your system is a little better than mine.
Yeah, but it's not hardware.
No.
And according to Discord, looking at the meters and the levels and everything is coming through properly. But somewhere in the process of sending the audio information, and I don't know if it's being lost when it's on your end.
Now I'm curious.
I just don't know what's happening.
Let's go to Google.
Be Discord. Because if I was streaming through OBS, no problem. Anything about mic issues. Mic? Discord.
Let's see. Last known issue was May 8th for Discord. Today there's no incident reported.
Okay.
I'm looking at the Discord app status. Cause sometimes like text will work, but video and call won't.
Yeah. I mean, it's a USB compressor mic too, so everything should be
They haven't
Self.
posted. They haven't posted on Twitter since May 25th.
though. The actual compressor, the mic, and then the information is sent through the cord, like through the cable.
Okay, I'm fairly certain.
Compression is done on the PC,
I'm fairly certain that it's
the system.
I'm fairly certain that it's input sensitivity. So go to your voice and video settings.
Yeah.
Where it says automatically determine input sensitivity.
I mean, I'm just gonna keep talking, and you tell me when it starts.
Okay.
Anything?
Um,
Anywhere
what what was?
here?
Hold on. What was the what was the qualifier until it starts to what?
The qualifier is for it to cut out. Because if it's a volume thing,
Okay, which direction are you moving it?
I'm just seeing
It
how
it's cutting out like
audio,
crazy.
so. Okay, moving away from the mic again.
It's still cutting out. Put your input
Alright,
sensitivity.
well,
Put your input sensitivity all the way down to -100.
alright. What I'm trying to do is see where it starts.
Cut out.
It cut out.
Yeah. Right after you said
Okay.
what
Get
point
away
it
from the
starts
mic
to.
and
You're completely out.
everything looks fine on my end.
I don't fucking know. Oh, wait. Scroll down. Voice processing.
Mm-hmm.
Turn off gain control.
Gain control is now off.
Okay. How far away are you from the mic?
Well, right here, I'm a good 2 feet away.
Okay, move closer.
And if I get right on top of them.
I can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything?
No, you're cutting out pretty bad.
Okay, well, that is gain control.
Turn gain control back on, and under audio subsystem, turn on legacy audio subsystem.
I have to relaunch Discord.
That's fine. Okay, connected.
Hello?
Hello?
Anything? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can kind of hear. Oh, I can just turn you back up. Is this coming through clear or no?
It's clear.
Levi?
Yeah. Hello?
Hello? Hello? Is it still cutting out? Because now it seems worse.
No, I can hear you clearly. I was messing with my sensitivity.
Oh, I was trying to see if you're actually.
And it fucking cuts out again, of course.
Yeah, I don't think that's the problem. Everything still looks fine.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm gonna try doing a call with someone else
Okay. Might also
because
wanna,
that'll tell me for not it's me or you.
might also want to try it in a call
Yeah,
without
not.
without legacy.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
So I'll be back later.
All right. And if it still doesn't work, we'll just go back to text.
Okay.
Hopefully that gets resolved. Because I record LPs with that guy, and it sucked to have that happen every 5 seconds. It could also be my Discord because I'm noticing it's running a little sluggish. Possibly because I'm recording and streaming at the same time. That could cause it. It was, but it was also being captured on my end and being sent, uh, being sent through OBS to Twitch. So you were hearing what I was hearing. Okay. That's weird. That could be an encoding issue on my end. Maybe, but I don't know how much it would help. Because I start my computer, like I restart my computer every day. So like when I go to bed, I turn it off and I turn it on again when I wake up. Oh yeah, maybe. I don't know how long he keeps his PC on. And troubleshooting is a bitch. Is a bitch. That's why I'm not doing it. For profession anyway. And that's why even 17 years after XP, we still get prompts saying restart your computer. To help things, I am going to pause my stream so I can still have the chat show up, but I'm not watching myself. Might also be a good idea to do pop out chat when I stream. See now, do knife scraping. Pretty sure I still have autofocus on this. Let's turn off white balance. Oh, that looks better already. Turn off auto exposure. Turn off autofocus. Let's see. Let's see about this focus. Ah! It's funny because like the more exposure you have, the more blurry it is. But then you turn it down to like here, and it's almost perfect. Yeah, I'm going to keep it at -6. As for focus, let's keep it around there. Well, let's turn this to like 63. It's still kind of out of focus. And that should be good for now. Okay, I need to find the slope of this thing. Okay, so this is a 1. This is a 2. And the length is 58. Okay, it's not too far off. It's okay. Alright, back to OBS. Huh. That's funny. There's 4 people here, but it's only showing me 2 are watching. Alright. So this might be as close as I can get it. It's more like a 2-to-1 2-to-1 mil taper, but I think it's still about 1 degree. Because it's 1 mil to 2 mil or 58 millimeters. So, Kia, do you think this is ready to come off? This clamp holding down the inlay. Sweet. It's stuck to the bottom. Oh man. That is what the bottom pad of this put on there. Oh well. It comes away when you rub it. I'll deal with it later. Alright. It comes off with rubbing with the finger. It comes off with nothing. All right, now I'm gonna be up here for a bit. You are on this little stand. This is the fun part where the guitar rearranges my desk. All right. You know what sucks about pickup height? Every single place that I see that will list pickup height for like the ideal pickup height for guitars will say, you gotta be about like 2/64 away from the string. Cool. So what is that? How high does that have to be so I have a good angle? Because if I can measure from down here at the bridge, over the pickups, and onto the neck, and have it be straight and flat, that would be cool. But no, you gotta put the neck on, then the strings, and then adjust these. But, yeah, it is a pain in the ass. It's a lot easier on a Fender, because Fenders are supposed to have flat necks. Like, since they're surface mount bridges with just saddles that go up and down, the neck has to be perfectly flat. But a Gibson, since it has this big ass Tune-o-matic bridge on it, the neck has to be angled. And that's why I need the shim, because this has a slight angle to it, so the shim has to be ever so slight. And that's why I went with a 1 degree. Well, actually, 1 degree is the most extreme that you can buy from like StewMac. but I'm not paying $7.25 for a wafer of wood. Now, how to get this ideal is I have it ride like this, then slide it back until it's flat and touching my desk. Oh joy. Oh joy. Can't happen here. It's too shallow. So that means I will roll this up. And slide it under there. Now I will take a straight edge. In here, we can get how high I need to raise the bridge. One sec, I'm gonna adjust the. I'll just use the guitar's body. I'm gonna adjust the focus. There we go. But with this here,
It still says my 4G is off. I don't get it. Do I have to shut it completely down?
it is.
What's going on then?
There.
Now it's on?
Yep.
Okay. I'm not done.
Here, if that happens again, you pull it on this. There's another drawer.
Okay.
There's another drawer here. So you pull that down, and it's mobile data.
Okay. Alright, I can figure out what it's
Can be Kia. Problem with the viola is well, it's like a Gibson. You glue the neck in, or it's one piece. But also to get the angle that you need originally, you like make your piece of wood for the bridge like one solid piece with a certain height. Then you know the neck angle. But here, this might be a slight issue. Nope, never mind. I was wrong. The angle threw me off. I was going to say that the issue is the scale length, but no. Not true. Fake news. But I want to get this to fit like that. between here and be flat on the neck as well. I actually need to measure something. How long is one of these lines? Okay, they are 6 mil tall for these oh wait, no, those are 3 mil tall. That's actually perfect. Oh shit. How many mil are in 1/64th of an inch? Oh, changing strings. This isn't just a change strings. I'm correcting a mistake made in manufacture. Let's see, millimeter to inch. In the inch, I'm going to have be 3/64ths, which is 1.19 mil. Okay. So that means lowering this and also this. There's extra bullshit to this too. The extra bullshit is that I don't want to bolt on the neck until the strings are on, because I want to make sure the spacing on either side. I want to make sure the spacing on either side is identical. So you guys are going right back up now. Come on, piece of shit. Whatever, that's fine. All right. So now, I think it's time to put on strings, loosely. Caution. Merchandise enclosed. It's pink. This is my go-to set of strings. It's the Ernie Ball Super Slinky. I'm gonna hide this for a sec. Alright, and that can come back on now. Okay. One string at a time. that's why people run into this issue. Back here at the bridge, this string is right on the edge of that. So people do one of two things. One of which I'd actually like to try now. Now that I have it unstrung. There we go. I want to see what happens if you turn it around and put tension. Like, I assume since all the tension's pulling this way, it'll just pull the bridge off. But it's also pulling from here. Like, it's also pulling from this side. So it'll be like wrenching it this way. Yep, that's not what it is then. So there's two ways to fix the string snagging right there. You either raise this, or you do a wraparound. And wraparound is just you go in through here. Haven't looked at one in a while, so I can't remember if it's done like this or with the bridge flipped. But you run it backwards through there, and then you pull it over, and then tighten. That makes the string more or less flat. Flat right here, and it doesn't pinch. And there's still plenty of string to go past the tuner. Let's get that hot winding action. We might actually run into Nick's stream. I'm hoping to be done by then, because 2 hours is a long time to keep going. Now, I'm only going to do this with the first two strings on, just so there's not as much tension. Yeah, key. I'm hoping to be done with this by then too, because I can do a setup no problem, but aligning a neck is difficult. Okay. I think I got it. I'm going to set you between the pickups. Ish. Okay, maybe on this end of the bridge. And after I adjust focus, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Well, yeah, I think that's good. Alright. I'm going to put you on the stand again as well. Alright. And focus needs adjusted again. Cool. So, basically what I need to do is make sure this distance is identical to this distance. Going to measure in millimeters because it's more fine. Think about 5 mil. Does that look like 5 mil? There's a little bit of binding over here, so it's like a millimeter. I'm thinking either 4 or 5 mil right there. And that was on the last fret. That's actually dead on. 4 mil on each side, dead on. That's just by eye. Now it's the fun part. Fun. Because making light of tedium. Oh, it's actually being held on by the strings. That is not usual. 2 bolts on. I have a functional guitar again. Of course, it's nowhere near done because I've got to do the setup too, but like I knew this bridge just hit super proud. I just wanted to make sure it would clear the neck.
get something to eat before she has to go back to Indy. So you go get you something, whatever you want.
Okay.
Just give me the change back.
All right.
Back in a bit.
Okay. So Kia, and pretty much anyone else listening, any of you guys know how to do a guitar setup? You're about to learn. You know, people make jokes a lot about guitars and the G string. It is my least favorite string. It goes out of tune all the time. It's the most difficult to tune. It's the most difficult to intonate. It's just a pain in the ass to deal with. Which now, if you look, the flimsy bridge is no longer flimsy because it's being held down by currently 5 strings, and at full tension, it's about 90 pounds of pressure going straight down and forward. Okay, I need something thin and pointy. Insert dick joke here. That's awesome, Kia. This'll do. Salvage wire. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just gonna bend that up. Make sure it doesn't get stuck again. There we go. Fully strung up. And way out of tune. These bags can go. Now I actually just need my phone. Here we go. First part of intonation. We're in that segment now. Alright. First part of intonation is to make sure the guitar is in tune. Okay, that's the E I'm going for. Huh. It's actually perfectly intonated. I didn't think that would be. How does that need to tune up? I was probably wanting B4. I'm conflicted on that. That doesn't sound right. I'm going to tune it back down. Oh, that's why. It thinks it's the D string. Fucking dumbass. Welcome back. Alright. It's mostly in tune. Which really isn't good enough. It needs to be perfectly in tune. But I'm going to put these strap buttons on so I can actually wear it before I continue. This is going to be difficult. I forgot to put this button on before the neck. Now it's blocking the screwdriver. Also, pretty good practice to have. With a restrung guitar, you need to cut the strings. You need to clip them. Oh yes, clip them. Must be clean. Anybody need nickel wound steel? No? Alright, cool. I'll probably be using these for jumpers or something and electronics. Just for the fuck of it. Okay. Enough of that strap button. Wow, you guys can't see shit. How about the GoPro angle? Just playing around. Alright, now the strap button. Alright, that's on. Now for the other that you guys can actually see. Because I'm not at a weird angle anymore. So common practice is to put the strap button between the G and the D string, between the G and the D string, all the way back and down. But I was slightly off, so it's more like right on the D string. there she be. Now, the reason I did that right now is because I need to get a strap, because it's best to intonate while it's in playing position. Can't wait to be done with this, because then I get to go eat. Probably gonna have Chinese. Been a while. Still way out of tune. Alright. Let's get it back in tune. This might also help if I were plugged into an amp, because then everybody could hear better. Okay. Now, to get the correct intonation, once it's in tune is very important, because you're going to test how it keeps in tune with other places on the neck. So for instance, if I'm testing E, it's in tune. Now it's within 2 cents. I'm going to test with this E and the harmonic. Also in tune. But what about G? And A? Alright, so high E is in tune and intonated. It's a little bit sharp, but I'm going to make sure with others. Now, if it's a little sharp, I believe that you push the saddle this way, so it makes it longer. There, it's a lot closer. There we go. Yeah, that's way out. Alright, G's in now. It's a little flat. So flat, you need to bring this more this way. tiny bit sharp. Alright, see you, Kia. I might stream more. I have no idea. Aside from this, I have a ton of homework for next semester. Plus, I'm planning on getting a job. No idea how much free time I'll have, but I'll try. I'm really hoping to do more guitar streams. Now, are the strings high enough? I don't know. Let's check. Okay. So I am pulling up a text document by a Gibson, now probably former Gibson employee, who's the final inspector at the Gibson Memphis plant. That's why I said former, because Memphis plant doesn't exist anymore. So, action. Low E. Forgot phones could do that. See, low E on here. Gotta get my feeler gauges out. Scapo will help a lot. So I have to fret the first, get first fret all pressed down. It's noticeably out of tune now, but eh. Alright. Should be 5/64ths from the top of the 15th fret. Okay. these are measured in very small increments. So I got to kind of add them up. So to get 5/64, let's do a little math. 5 divided by 64. 0.078. So we can do this a number of ways. 0.078 could be just 27. 44. So 27 plus 17. Is that 44? Yes, that is 44. Plus 16 is 60. Plus 15 is 75. That's about as close as I can get. Unless I try and find another combination with others. So, get those all lined up. Clamp it down. It's a little lower than it needs to be. Ever so slightly more up. Still a tiny bit too low. Barely scrapes it. There we go. Perfect. Now, do the same for the high E. Measure should be 3/64. So, 3 divided by 64. 0.4 or 0.046. I can get 0.044 by taking out the 15 and 16. Which, honestly, is good enough for me. Action doesn't have to be perfect. Besides, I don't particularly like Gibson's action exactly. Is this dead on? I'm testing all the areas I had problems with before. Oh yeah, that thing sings. But the pickups are way too low. So the next part is pickups. Fret the low E at the 22nd fret. Measure the pickup height from under the string. Bridge pickup should be 3/64ths. Neck should be 4/32, which is 1/8. Yeah, 125. So for that, we could actually add the 15 and 16 back. To give us 75 again. .075. Then we can do 0.02. That would be 0.095. Then plus plus 0.02. Was that 0.02? Yes. Here's a plus 20, 95. Plus 25. Yeah, that's it. So that is 0.12. Although, maybe I should add a different one. Instead of 0.25, add... oh, here we go. 0.24. So that would be 0.119 is what I have here. That's going to be the pickup height for the neck. Now, I know this is way too close. Like, that is far too close. Is this from the casing or the slugs? I'm gonna measure it from the slugs, because that's the thing actually picking up the sound. That looks about right. Don't you think? Looks about right. Now the bridge is 3/64ths. There it is. 3/64ths is back to that 4/4, which is minus everything except for He's 17, 18, and 19. That. I forgot a step. Supposed to fret the 22nd. So I have to redo this one then. At some point I'm going to need to replace this screw. These screwdrivers fucked it. Well, I fucked it with the screwdrivers. Whatever, that's close enough. Could also just be that there's so much tension against this pit guard because these holes are like super tight. They're like exact to the square. That mixed with soft metal for the screws, kind of not a great combination. I would love to have extremely small screwdrivers, but with handles like these, so I can actually fucking grab them. Close enough for me. Yep. Now, to redo this. I needed 1/8. So I added the 20 for 46 or for 66 plus 31 or for 64, then plus 11 for 75. Then it was plus 24 for 119. No, that's not right. Okay, that's 127. 10, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, that's 127. Way too high. There we go. Not perfect, but good enough for me. I can finally get back to playing. After another tune-up. Yay. Jesus fuck, this is 3.5 hours. Yep, since nobody else is in the chat, I can go ahead and hide chat. Hi. There we go. Preferred pick for reasons. It's bent and it's scored, so I can grip it and play like this and just be able to do this without having it like I can do, without having it be like more like a glancing blow. Well, that'd be it. Thanks everybody who watched, and thanks everybody who's watching the VOD. This is a lot of fun. I'm glad I got to do this, and I got to remake my guitar, Anastasia. See you guys later.